Namaste. My name is Saurabh Nanda. I'm a career consultant by profession. I've been doing this over the past 10 years now. And in these 10 years, I've understood that no matter what you do in life, your CV should be able to tell everyone all the things that you've done and not only focus on one particular aspect. And that is where, a CV becomes your wholesome representation. The question is how to build a CV. Like, what should be there in the CV? What is wholesome? How do you define, this holistic development that everyone keeps talking about? Like, if you have seen the movie 21, it's an American movie. It's about gambling and stuff. And there's an MIT grad. He wants to get into Harvard, or it's the other way around. In masters, he wants to get into Harvard, and he goes for the interview. He's a brilliant person, all right. And the other person says, your profile is very, very good, but I have 20 other profiles just like this. So dazzle me. Tell me something which dazzles me. All right. Um, Ironically, I got asked the same question at one of the interviews in my college in 2008, and that is why I remember this story very fondly. So you are doing everything that everyone is asking you to do, right? Still, your CV is just one among thousands. How do you make sure that you are different from others? And that's a question that a lot of you will have, and a lot of you will struggle with. Because what we mostly do, especially Indians, what we've seen and what we try to do is just emulate others. We try to see what the other person is doing. If that person is successful, that thing is called the trodden path. That means it is the best way to go ahead. Not really. Your CV should reflect who you are, as I said in the beginning. And when I say who you are, start doing things which you're passionate about. If you're passionate about social service, if you're passionate about grassroots level work and fulfilling the last mile gap, then go ahead and start doing that on your own. It will automatically fill up your CV. What do people expect in a CV? They expect that you're a well-rounded person. That means academically you haven't done something bad. All right. If you're in the top 10-15% of your class, you are eligible for every university in the world. All right, every university in the world, like the top ones also. They don't want complete toppers. It's okay if you're a topper, that's great, but nobody really wants that. So keep yourself in a good level. That's about it. When we talk about internships and all these things, yes, go ahead, do internships. It's not the number of internships that matter. They don't matter. It's the quality of work that you did, which organization you went to, why you went to that organization, what were you doing over there. Those things matter more. All right, quantity does not matter over here for a student because you hardly have time to understand any organization. How much will you do in a couple of months in an organization, right? Nobody will give you that much responsibility also. So the quantity doesn't matter a lot, quality matters a lot. Now, if you were to intern somewhere, and let's say your passion was transportation systems, so where should you intern? What do you think is the best place to intern? In India, the best place to intern if you're into transportation systems is the Indian Railways. It is one of the densest, the biggest corporation in the world. If you understand how that organization works, oh my God, just imagine the kind of value you can bring when you tell people about that how big systems work. So the other part of the CV is projecting what you've done. Right now, I just made a small internship in Indian Railways. Maybe you were behind the ticket counter in some small platform somewhere, not doing a lot of work, but I just helped you project that into something really big. So that's the other part of it. First of all, do what you're passionate about. All the things that you're passionate about: sports, extracurricular, social service, academics itself. If you're interested in academics, why don't take it further? Why don't publish a couple of research papers? Try and work with your professor. The professors are not bad people. they will help you out. They just don't get people who are enthusiastic enough. And if you're just chilling with your life, that is absolutely okay. But then don't expect that to be reflected in the CV. Like, you can't really write that I was just chilling in my college days, right? So how to build a CV is this: do things which you're passionate about, because if you're doing those things, that means you will not get bored, you will not get tired while doing those things. At the same time, while doing those things, you will get a certain expertise, you will get the experience that you want. which you can use later on in your life, which you can talk about later on in your life, which you can project very well in your CV, because all those things you've done, you're not faking any of it. Yeah, I hope that helps, guys. But as again, a CV is different. Wherever you apply, you have to create a different CV, understand what the other person wants to hear from you, and then try and make a resume. Project your best self. Understand the art of writing, copywriting, marketing. It's very important. Don't just make a tabular format and submit it. It doesn't help anybody. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Namaste.